What is a high value man? They know that they don't know everything. They've just made the decision to rise to the challenge. Now, some people might think of external factors when they think of a high value man, things like money, their car, their house, how conventionally attractive they are, how much youth and health they have. I'm an advocate for high value traits that are internal because they get better with age. They can't be stolen, they can't be lost unless you let them. And those internal high value traits can help you build on what you have and help you acquire what you don't have. It doesn't really matter where you are right now. You are where you are. You just have to start. Up next, 10 extremely magnetic high value traits in a man that fuel attraction. And if you think you're starting from zero, you definitely don't want to miss the last high value trait. It's built into the physiology of the human body. Self-control. You can't control other people. That's out of your hands. The only thing you do have control over in life is yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your behavior. There are physiological reasons for this. I may do another video on this at some point. But when you are able to self-regulate your emotions, you have more control over your behavior. And so you can respond in a way that is more mature. You're not just flipping out, getting angry at people left and right because they said something that upset you. So you got a more rewarding result with your interactions with other people. High value men are curious about the world and other people. Because they know that they don't know everything, that curiosity makes them more engaged with others. It makes them more open-minded, accepting of alternative viewpoints. Everything doesn't have to turn into a battle or a conflict, an argument over who's right or wrong. They're able to find new solutions instead of getting stuck and getting the same results over and over and over again. Self-care is another high-value trait in a man. How can you actualize your potential if you can't function? When I say self-care for a man, I'm referring to someone who has healthy habits in place that support his health. Doesn't necessarily have to look like going to the gym and lifting weights 5 days a week. There are lots of different ways self-care can look, but a high-value man does take care of his health with routine habits because he knows you can't pour from an empty cup. Another high-value trait in a man is determination. Have you ever wanted something so bad, but you had to work really hard to get it? But you wouldn't work that hard for it if you didn't really value it. It's not about whether other people can see how hard you're working. If you are determined, it shows that you value what you're doing. It gives you the perseverance to stick with it when life gets tough. That's what allows you to actualize the internal value, to make evidence of it outside of yourself in your external world. Another high value trait in a man is honesty. Actions do speak louder than words. But when your words and your actions line up, people know they can depend on you. When you are who you say you are, you do what you say you're going to do to the best of your ability, it makes your word valuable. Before we get into the next 5 high value traits, I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think is a high value trait that you struggle with the most? Let me know in the comment section below or send me a private message. The next high value trait is appreciation and gratitude. It's a response to recognizing value. When you are appreciative and grateful for the ways that people do show up for you, even if it's a small way, especially if you express that to them, it inspires them to do more. Will it inspire everyone? Maybe not, but it does for a lot of people. When you have that kind of effect on the people around you, the community overall starts improving, that makes it a high value trait, very high value trait. Courage is another high value trait. Some of the greatest opportunities that we get in life can also be some of the scariest. The unknown is uncomfortable. Having the courage to do that doesn't necessarily mean you don't feel the fear, but being able to move through it, it increases the opportunity for success. Another very high value trait in a man is respect for boundaries. He doesn't need the validation from other people. It's also a reflection of his ability to self regulate his internal emotional response, which consequently improves cognitive functioning. It's a reflection of the confidence that he has in himself, but also in the trust that other people will choose in a way that's appropriate for where they are in their journey. There's no need to control other people. One of my very, very favorite high value traits in a man is responsibility. Men and women who are responsible don't blame other people for the circumstances in their life. They just make the decision to do something about it. It shows an incredible amount of self control. They'll make mistakes. That's just part of the experience of life. But a man who is responsible can learn from his mistakes. He can adapt much more quickly. That's a very desirable, attractive quality. Finally, this is one of the best high value traits and also the most basic, being learnable. It's finding new ways to do things. And it's built into the physiology of the human body. It's neuroplasticity. It's the brain and body's ability to respond and adapt to change, to find new circuits and networks to perform. So we all have the ability to learn, and we can learn how to be better at learning. The more learnable we are, the more we can cultivate the high value traits that we have, the more we can acquire the ones we don't have. When we talk about high value traits as a man or a woman, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. High value men and women don't have everything figured out. Their life is not always easy or perfect, but it can be rewarding and satisfying, fulfilling. The difference is that high value men and women have accepted that hardship is a part of life. We're getting strange lighting. I think everything's okay. Talking less. Oops, maybe take that part out.